Welcome to the Middle Ageish Podcast. Authentically and unapologetically keeping it real. Discussing all things middle-age-ish. A time when metabolism slows and confidence grows. Join fashion and fitness entrepreneur Ashley Badowski, former Celtic woman and founder of the Lisa Kelly Voice Academy, Lisa Kelly, licensed psychologist and mental health expert, Dr. Pam Wright, and highly sought-after cosmetic injector and board-certified nurse practitioner, Trisha Kennedy Roman. Join your hosts on the journey of Middle Ageish.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Middle Ageish Podcast. I'm Trisha Kennedy Roman, and I'm joined here today with my co-host, Ashley Badowski, Lisa Kelly, and Dr. Pam Wright. And you are joining us now for our Sofa Talk, so welcome.
Yay.
Good evening.
Hello.
I know.
So we have to talk about exciting things first off.
We have some really proud
We do,
mom
because I know a
moments.
lot of people, we talked about Jack in the competition, but Lisa, tell us about Jack in Worlds.
Yes, he came second in Worlds.
In the world.
The world, yes. So he was over the moon. He really wanted the first place, obviously, but
I mean, who doesn't? But
Of
still,
course. But he
that
was so
is
happy. Yes.
just beyond
Yes.
amazing.
Yes. And
So
then he
proud.
made the decision to retire. So he is done with competitive dance, which
So
is
how
great.
how do you guys feel about that? Like,
Yeah.
would you?
Me, delighted. His dad probably would love for him to keep going, but he's been doing it since he was 11 or 12, so it's been a lot, and he kind of needs a bit of direction in his life now, and it takes up so much time. I mean, to
Right.
train at that level, you know, you're an
Well, it's your
athlete.
full-time-
It's your
it's your
full-time
full-time job.
and
Yeah.
he needs to get his life and sorted and decide what it is he wants to do. Maybe he'll come work at the front desk. He's friendly.
I know, that would be good.
Super cute, super friendly.
Yes.
Okay,
He,
Trisha, we've solved that
We
problem.
solved our problem.
He's he's great. He's really happy. Yeah, really happy. Delighted with himself.
So what's next for him? What's coming?
He's back working, so that's great. And he's going to help out Scott teaching. Jack's a fantastic teacher. Like everyone who meets Jack loves Jack. Jack is super patient and kind and really good person.
Yes.
So he loves the kids. The kids all love him, and he's really invested when he's teaching. So that's his plan.
Do you think that he would maybe follow in your hubby's footsteps
and teach? Oh yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I think all of them will. It's kind of hard. I mean, and it's a family business, so it's like any family business, you know.
Well, that does get complicated.
It does, yeah. But I think it's different when they're your kids though as well, because this is all our kids know. Apart from touring with me, they only know Irish dance. Like they haven't had anything else in their lives. So, who knows? Who knows? But he's a gifted kid. He's a gifted teacher. So, who knows?
Well, the future
It's
is exciting.
exciting.
But to end with like just such an amazing, performance, and then
He was
your,
so good.
Your girl, just such a proud.
It was a good world.
It
Good
was,
world
yes,
for
it
us.
was.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Speaking of proud moms.
And we've got another one here.
A new Georgia Bulldog
Cheerleader.
Yay. So happy for her. So
Amazing.
McKenna, she, as y'all know, because like my parents and you three are the only ones that know how stressful it was. It was like, it's not for the faint of heart. It was like cut. Okay, now we're making more cuts, and now we're making more cuts, and now we're making so it was a lot. So they only took 4 new flyers. So the girls that go in the air, they only took 4 for this season, and she was one of the 4. Wow. So really, really excited
amazing.
for her. Yeah.
It's amazing.
So happy.
So how was the experience for you?
It was interesting because it's kind of good, but interesting. You get to watch the entire thing.
Right.
Their only rule is that if you film anything, obviously you only film your child.
Right,
Like
of
you're
course.
not allowed to film
Right.
like all of it. But it's just so like overwhelming. So they do there's tucks that they have to do, like tumbling, and then they cut, and then they're stunting, and then they cut, and then there's like practice and then interviews, and then, cuts, and then you go to the very last day and they still cut by like half at least. Wow. So it's like a long weekend, a long process. Overwhelming, but it was great. So
Amazing.
I'm so proud for her. That was her dream, was to cheer for UGA at some point. So she'll be on the sidelines. We'll get to go see
Oh my
her.
gosh, that's
I'm
so
so happy for her. Yeah.
So when does she start training with them?
So they start in July, and then they do, I think there's multiple days in August. So there's a lot to learn. And then they have I'm sure they have to go do appearances and then do a lot of football things. But they actually cheer for 4 sports, which I was not aware of that. So it's like a year-round commitment.
Oh, wow.
So they cheer for football, obviously, basketball, women's and men, gymnastics, and then volleyball. Oh. So it's like a year-round thing. So they're
Holy cow.
Crazy. We don't have cheerleaders in Ireland.
Oh, really?
We don't do it, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a foreign concept to me.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
so competitive here.
Yeah.
It's like crazy
I mean,
how competitive it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Now, does she know anybody on the team? Or?
she does. She's actually on a team right now, a world's team, and there are 3 or 4 girls that are on the team at the University of Georgia who are also on that team.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we go to Worlds, not this weekend, but next weekend. So that's in Orlando, and there's 2 days, and they compete 2 days, and whoever has the highest score in 2 days, they have a gold, silver, bronze. So we'll see how they do. For that. So she was at practice till very late last night. So it's
How long
still
has she
keep
been
going.
cheering?
Since she was 6.
Oh, my goodness.
First grade.
God.
First grade. I know. It goes fast.
It does.
And it goes fast. So she'll be a freshman.
That's just amazing. I think we love to talk about proud mom moments.
I know.
It's
Go
just,
dogs.
I know.
I know. At least she's like,
Well, at least you're on this side of it now. Like
Yes.
you're on like you've gone through the weekend. You're
Yes.
your heart has taken it. You
Yeah.
survived.
Yeah, it was funny. One of the dads there, he's like, I hope we win the national championship this year because it's been so long. So they won 2 back to back and they didn't do it this year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's a good problem to have, right?
Right.
Like if you're
Mhm.
thinking about
1,000%.
another, one
Yeah.
more year. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of like with life in general. Had she not have made it, obviously she'd be disappointed, but it'd been so much harder on you. And I think that when we see our kids disappointed, it's
Oh,
like
absolutely.
100 times
The
worse for
worst.
us.
Oh, I think I stressed more in the process than she did, for sure. I was way more nervous than she was.
Yeah.
Like watching it, I was like,
It's just what we do as moms.
Yeah, it's hard.
we can't help it. Like we feel everything that they're feeling times 10. So if they're happy, we are like ecstatic. When they're sad, we are trying to figure out a way to fix it. So I know it's just, so when it goes in your child's favor,
Yeah.
it's such a great moment.
see, I usually get so nervous I can't even watch it live.
Yeah,
Have
I
you ever
can't.
been that way?
I can't watch them live either.
So I can watch
yeah.
it when you record it and then play it back.
I'm the same. I can't
but
watch it live. No, I can't watch it. And it's so funny because Keane will have it on like Fresh TV in the house, but if he's in work, he can't obviously, so I don't see it. But even when Jack was on, I was like, no, you just record that for me and I'll watch it back and tell me he was okay, and then I'll watch it back.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm glad it's not just me. That
No, I can't
that
do
you
it
that
live.
I
too.
think it's
can't
I
do
think
it.
it's a lot of parents because like I know with Trey when he's playing and when Steven played, I would watch the other person. I couldn't
Watch him.
watch them. I would have to like watch the other side
Well,
of
it's
the
weird
line
because
and
I
stuff.
wondered if in sports it's different because there's such a long duration. But like in dance or in like a tryout, like for her competition, it's always 2.5 minutes. So it's like you're watching for that like little bit of time,
longest
but it feels like 2.5 hours. So I'm like, nope, just record it. I will watch it later.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah.
No, I've never been able to watch like my actual child in a football game. Like I have to watch again, also because I'm sitting next to my husband who played, coached, all this kind of stuff. So I mean, he kind of gives me the play-by-play.
Yes. Yeah.
But I have to watch a teammate. I can't watch them.
That's mad.
That's
crazy. I'm glad we're all the same.
Yeah. I was thinking about you with the Taylor Swift and how she just watches, like she was watching all of the play. Like I cannot.
Yeah.
With his mom, just watching everything. I'm like, I could not watch. I would just be like, tell me what happened.
Yeah, I mean, seriously,
me the highlights.
That's what we do. Yeah.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, because I'm a fan.
Yes, Swifty over here.
So first of all, I always thought Coachella was a fashion show, so I've learned something new. It's not a fashion
It's
show.
a festival.
Oh, yeah.
festival.
But it was really cool watching her and Travis Kelce. Like they just look normal. I mean, they're in a
They
crowd
were
of
normal,
people
apparently.
and-
Yeah, there was nobody. She had no security, nothing.
Yeah, it was
Well,
just-
obviously, I mean, he's huge. Who's going
Right.
to fight him? But there was no security
I
around
know.
them.
She was
I
just
mean,
in the middle
I
of the
really
crowd
think
dancing
that
and-
this is probably the first relationship that she's
Normal.
had that, like, they
It's
go
not-
out in public.
Right, they're not hidden. They're
He's
not-
super proud of her, and I mean, it is, and again, I think she's incredibly talented and all of this. But I will have to say, even though I'm not a Swiftie, I do think it's super cute. So I hope it's so legit. Cute. I hope it's. So do I. Because we've said this before when we've talked about them. I do love the Kelce brothers.
Yeah. Oh, they're great.
Their New Heights podcast is hysterical.
Yeah. They seem like good guys.
They really do.
Just from Cleveland, And
he's so supportive of her. I mean, from what it seems, what you see, going to the concerts.
Because he's not intimidated. He's not intimidated. He's not one of those guys that has to one up and be like, oh, I'm even better or whatever.
Or go behind the scenes. Yeah.
Well, I saw one thing I thought was cool, and obviously you can pick whatever pictures you want to tell your story, but it showed her with other guys she's dated is always she was kind of hanging on to them or walking behind them. And with Travis Kelce, he's always got his arm around her. He's always grasping her. He always seems like he's taking care of her.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I saw that article and he's like, I have no idea how I got her to go out with me. Did you read about those on people?
That's so important.
I was like, it's so sweet
to have a guy that you're with that doesn't know how he got you.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do think it just, I don't know. Yeah. It adds a little something. So.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Had you met Scott in
it would have been illegal. That's why I said it would have been illegal had I met Scott in high school because he would have been in elementary. No, that's not true. There's not that much of an age difference.
I was like, Lisa, that is not true.
He would have been in middle school, however.
Well, Lisa would have been arrested.
If I was a freshman, he might have been in 5th grade.
Oh my God,
that's so funny.
We have to talk about real quick, just because Lisa and I keep
looking at her.
We have a 5th member of our podcast with us tonight,
but she gets to sleep through it.
Well,
so sweet.
Hopefully no one else is they're listening.
Trisha, you got to tell us about what's been going on with you.
Yes, I had another midlife crisis and got another puppy. So
it's one that I totally support.
Yes. We have baby Hallie with us. She's an Australian Labradoodle, but her grandma was my dog and was the best dog ever. So now I have her little offspring.
So she is literally the best dog ever. She's nodding in agreement here.
I was like, you guys, she literally is sleeping underneath our
she's
desk.
So quiet.
And she's so
good.
She's
so good.
I mean, if I wasn't dealing with a nightmare dog situation in my house, I might just have to go get her brother.
I think you should.
I think Lisa needs to.
I do not need another dog.
Too.
No, thank you. I have 5.
We've done this at the same time before. I just want to do it again.
Yes, but you're still back at 4. You made me get 5.
Listen, you have the poo boy, so you're good. You get
I know you do.
Poo dude.
You got the poo dude.
You're
so
good.
what is one more?
Get your money's worth. Got some more poo out there.
No, because they all seem to be barking more than ever before. So I'm like, no, the amount of times I cuss at the little Yorkshire Terrier in a day is obscene. Obscene, Alfie.
Is that your worst?
Oh my God, yes, without a shadow of a doubt. He's a brat. He's just so bold. Oh. He doesn't like anybody or anything. He hates Harry. If Harry walks into the room, he bites him. And he has no teeth. All his teeth have fallen out. He's he's just an angry little man. He has little man syndrome. I'm like, go away.
That's so funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. We do love
Well, she's gorgeous. Hattie's
the
beautiful.
4th member.
5th
member.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
Ash is booting somebody.
It needs to be me. I need to get booted. I keep trying to tell you guys. You guys need to fire me.
No.
She's literally jumping in her sleep here. She's so cute.
Super cute.
She's so
such a good
soft.
girl.
I know.
Adorable.
I know.
All right, so let me give you a would you rather here.
Uh-oh. All right.
All right, would you rather have a pause or a rewind button in your life?
Rewind.
Pause.
I'm rewind.
A rewind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if I do anything differently, but I'd like to relive some moments that I wasn't present for.
Yeah.
Oh, that's valid. Yeah.
I wish I knew how fast being a parent would go. I wish I could have the tired days and everything. I wish I would have taken that in a little bit more because
I wouldn't change. I wouldn't change
little kids.
anything. I think a pause button for me sometimes is. We've talked about this multiple times. How I need the 24-hour button. I got to take 24 hours. So, I wouldn't change anything. Of course, I would go back in any stage of my life at any time and not do anything different and still love it.
Yeah.
But a pause button for me sometimes because, that's what I'm still working on.
Pause button, yeah.
That I need to pause and just look around, appreciate, and then on the flip side, pause, calm down, get your words right. Is it as a big a deal as you think it is in the moment tomorrow?
So maybe we're rewind and pause because we would want to go through some of the things that we missed and should have like taken it in and been like, oh wow, this is a big moment. Just didn't realize at the time.
Yeah, just even like, even your wedding day, I wish I had been more, and I wish I'd had known now, like known what I know now then, that kind of way to like, it doesn't matter. Stop worrying about everybody else.
Exactly.
Just like focus, even things like that.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't I actually would. I might change. I might have eloped instead. But just me and Scott.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
Nobody there.
Yeah,
Isn't it so crazy how stressful weddings are?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I don't know how people do it.
Well,
anymore.
I mean,
the funny thing is you hear about it now and it's like even more intense
That's
than when we were
crazy.
there. It's like you have to
and
have
expensive.
that's insanity. Like
I'm dreading the day the kids get married, like, because I hate parties at the best of times. I'm like, oh my God, I'm already having palpitations about
You're
their
like,
wedding
everybody,
day.
y'all need to you need to elope.
Yeah.
I've been surprised with is what a big deal grandma, like obviously we none of us are grandmas yet, but what a big deal grandma names are and how like I'll have patients come in, well, that mom wants this name and I want this name or I had this name first. And it's like, it's a huge deal. Like my grandma's were just grandma. Oh, it's a huge deal of like what your grandma name is going to be. So you better start like throwing it down early or something because like apparently it's a big deal.
I've already called Gigi, but Cian refuses. He's like, I'm never calling you Gigi. I was like, you don't have to call me Gigi. I'm not your grandmother.
Yeah.
the kids.
Yeah.
Gigi.
I really don't know
I like
what.
Gigi.
I love Gigi.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't want to be a granny.
Or grandma.
Mama. I mean, I don't really see myself as a mom.
Mimi's good. My kids
I
call my
like,
mom Mimi.
I like my mom's Nana.
Yeah.
Nana's the same.
I don't know. Like, I don't have one that's like.
We have nanny in Ireland. So like you have a granny and you have a nanny. And so like
that's cute.
one side is granny and the other side is nanny. But not everybody does that. You have like grannies, but you'd never have grandma. You'd never have grandma.
Yeah, I had two grannies. I just had a big granny and a little granny.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
And that went over super well.
Yeah.
But as a child, you can't change it.
No.
I mean, when you're like totter, just being little, and you're like, yeah, well, you're my big granny, and it fit.
I'm kind of glad we're not there yet. So I think we have a long ways to go.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I know. It is super cute. There's several, you know them, several ladies at the studio that just had their first grandbabies when they're all they're all super close friends and they're so precious. They were walking out of the studio the other day and I mean we were all just like, "Oh my God."
They're adorable.
So cute.
Well, it's kind of like we were talking about rewinding. It's almost like you get a second chance of like taking it in. Now with the new,
right. Well, I hear it's better
it.
because you're not actually really. I mean, you don't get this wrong. Like everyone's responsible for but it's not your child.
No, so you can hand them
So
back.
like you don't have to be the disciplinarian.
Yeah.
You don't have to like be so into raising a good human. You get to like be like the fun parent that maybe you didn't get to be when you were raising yours because you were making sure that they went to bed and they ate their vegetables and they spoke kindly to people.
Now you give them candy and
Exactly.
So this will be a room divided, I think, between red wine and white wine.
Okay.
Would you rather wear sweatpants every day for the rest of your life, or never wear sweatpants again?
Oh, sweatpants every day for the rest of
Me
my
too.
life.
So I'm wearing it right now.
Yep.
I mean, I'm only doing it tonight because I had a spray tan.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I could not. I couldn't give up my heels.
I'm with
couldn't.
Ashley. Yeah.
My God, half the reason I don't want to get back on stage is because I don't want to put on a dress.
Oh my
that's
God,
half the
Lisa,
reason.
this is okay. This is like how twisted the world works. Because if I had which is probably the reason I don't have your talent, is because I would be up there until my last
dressing
breath.
up every day. You and I are the same. We would dress up all the time.
God. I mean, I could not imagine not wearing heels. Like I said, I only wear sweatpants when I come home, and then when I have a spray tan like today. And that's why I'm so glad that we're not on camera, because I kind of look like an Oompa Loompa.
No, you don't.
You don't actually.
I came home early, and so I was able to rinse off a little bit.
Yeah, but you don't look like an Oompa Loompa at all.
Telling you, spray tan at home is the best.
Sweatpants for
Okay,
me.
all right. So that was a division. Yeah. Okay.
Divided how I thought it would be. So
Okay. Exactly.
yeah, I could go with that everywhere. And
We're the heels
heels again.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my God. I was talking to one of our clients, and she's older. And because I'm in at least 4-inch heels. I mean, they can go up to 5. And guys, just FYI, I'm 6 feet tall. So I look like just so ridiculous.
You don't look ridiculous.
Just walking around. But like, I don't know what I will do when I can't wear heels anymore.
Why wouldn't you be able to? You'll be able to.
Well, I hope so. I mean, and my grandmother did for as long as I can remember. And now they weren't like the 4 or 5 inch. I mean, she wore a cute little 3-inch. To me, that's like a little kitten heel.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, like I was really talking to Michelle, and she was like, I had to kind of stop and go more low because, you know, you lose your balance. And I mean, and God knows I don't pay attention. Like I have stepped in so many potholes and fallen. Oh yeah.
Yes.
But I don't know I mean, if you guys went into my closet, like it's ridiculous. Like I think
We're gonna need a picture.
I think I have maybe, and that includes tennis shoes that I use to do the treadmill. I have 3 pairs of flats, and these are one of the ones.
I
that
have 3 pairs of heels.
Oh my gosh.
You're opposite.
Yeah.
They just like, I go into my closet and it makes me so happy.
Oh, I love that. I do love, like, I love to look at shoes. I just hate to put them on. But again, like my husband's only 5'7", and I hate looking bigger than him.
Well, no, and that's valid. But like, no, I mean, you will see me in an airport and I will be in 5-inch heels without question.
So funny. Yeah.
Like without question. I know.
I'm like you.
No.
Yep.
Now I'll dress up more.
Absolutely.
Now, I do like when you do find the right dress, though. I do. I love that. I love when you actually, but it's fine. I hate trying on clothes. Like I really, really hate trying on clothes.
I do too.
Like,
I always know exactly what fits me. Like if I can look at something and know it immediately.
Or the brand. If you know the brand, then you know it's gonna,
But I hate going out to look for a dress. Like that's
too.
my worst.
I don't
nightmare.
like shopping. I want to order it online.
Me too.
I mean, I kind of do that myself. Isn't it crazy? Because I own a boutique and I shop.
But sometimes you're just like, this doesn't look anything like the picture, anything like, you know, what it should
no, I don't
look
like to shop for like, you know, I've got friends that'll go like, we're going to go have a day in shopping and lunch. I'm like, absolutely not. That is a nightmare.
No interest.
That is a nightmare to me. Like if I go shopping, I am in and out literally in 5 minutes.
Me too. And I will buy the first thing I see and leave. I'm like, in and out, this will do.
I can go all day.
Yeah, see, my mom can go all day shopping.
All day.
Absolutely not. I can't.
I mean, I never do, but if I
you
had time,
could.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some of my friends when we go on our girls' trips, they're like, "Let's go like down and like shop." I'm like, "Oh my god, just no! I'm gonna go just hang out and have a cocktail."
Leave me in Sephora.
Yeah, no, Sephora. Yes. Now Sephora,
I can spend all day in Sephora.
Absolutely.
Trying things on my hand.
Oh my god, I was just like, okay, now make up my face. Okay, let's take it off and let's do this. Okay, I want to try some like the lashes.
Yes.
You know, that place I could go down the rabbit hole in no time.
Yeah.
And be there for 5 hours.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
I took after my dad. He would go into a store shopping for my mom. He'd go in like Bergner's and he'd just pick a mannequin and say to the person, I want everything on that, from the jewelry to the shirt to the pants. Like that's how he shopped for her. I want that one.
Oh, wow. But my dad does that as well.
Yeah.
The outfit. Get the outfit.
It's the benefit of having mannequins.
Yeah.
Well, guys are visual.
Yeah, and I think they panic as well. Scott doesn't panic. Scott's very good at buying stuff for me, but yeah, he'd be better at buying stuff for me than I'd be for buying it for myself.
Did you guys, when there a movie called Mannequin? I'm like,
yes, there was with your one Kim Cattrall.
Yes, and it was the guy from
She Comes to Life.
Yes.
Oh my god, yeah, they were like drive on the motorcycle. It was
McCarthy.
Andrew McCarthy.
Andrew McCarthy.
She would like come. She like came to light to life. Okay, that's right. That's right.
With him.
I mean, we thought it back in the day it was so great. Now looking back, you're like kind of creepy. But I mean, you were like, oh my god, yes.
No, that was one of my favorites in Splash. That was another one of my favorites.
Splash.
Sarah the Mermaid. See, I loved Pretty in Pink.
Oh, that was
Molly Ringwald.
Oh,
Yes,
16 Candles.
16
Candles.
Candles. Okay,
I know every line.
Absolutely. And Jake was the man I was going to marry.
You're not wrong.
Oh my God, he was the guy.
I don't even know his name. I don't even know the actor's name.
It's I'm
From
thinking
Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink.
No.
16 Candles. He drove the red Porsche.
16.
That and Breakfast Club.
Oh, Breakfast Club.
Club.
And I do love,
Is it Matt Dillon?
Judd Nelson.
no, Judd Nelson.
Judd Nelson.
Oh my God.
That was kind of Weekend at Bernie's time too, wasn't it? That was funny.
Oh,
love
gosh.
those.
I thought Judd Nelson was
Judd Nelson was so, yeah.
Oh, he was so good looking.
Yeah, Michael
a-
Shuffling.
Yes.
See, I've never
did anything
Molly
ever.
Ringwald was like the one.
Oh, she was the
like amazing.
one
Pretty in
back
Pink,
then.
Breakfast Club,
Yeah, she did everything.
16 Candles. She was
Yeah.
amazing. I loved her. But yeah, he was the one.
He's a carpenter now.
Oh, he's so cute. Him and the guy, I don't know if we've talked about Top Gun. Slider.
Oh, yeah, you did, yeah.
I have a thing
yes.
with guys with dark hair.
We looked tell.
Oh my
could tell.
gosh. I was like, I'm like, I am going out to San Diego. My dad's like, you're insane.
Well, there's my man, obviously, other than my husband. My husband knows about my man.
That goes without saying for all of us.
He's fellow Irishman. Any guesses?
the guy that just won.
No.
Hugh.
Murphy? No.
Oh, well, I mean,
Hugh?
Yeah, no, you have to guess which Irish man if I wasn't married to my man.
Hugh Jackman.
No, he's not Irish. He's Australian.
Oh,
Although I
there
do
we go.
love him though as well. But
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
like
no,
him.
no,
Okay.
think.
Irish.
Bono.
Oh God,
No,
no.
it's Oh, I know his. I
Farrell.
can see yes.
Who?
Colin Farrell. Yes, that's it.
He's a bad boy too.
Yes.
He's in a show at the moment.
is.
On,
Except for I didn't realize he was Irish.
Oh yeah, he's Dublin.
Oh,
He
yeah.
lives in Castleknock, which is like everybody in Castleknock knows everybody. He went to
Yeah.
school with my brother-in-law. Everybody knows him. And do you know where I actually ended up meeting him? Was in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Really?
That's where I met him, and he lives in Dublin. Anyway, and he also taught me line dancing one night at a nightclub.
Okay, so that actually
very
would be
young.
really fun for us to do as a line dancing
Oh, I love
night.
line
I
dancing.
used to do like a lot of line dance. And
Do you guys remember Achy Breaky Heart?
Yes,
Yes.
Billy Ray
Yes.
Cyrus.
Don't.
I think we might need to go to like a
Garth
country
Brooks.
place and do a little line dancing. I'm not kidding.
I would love that.
That'd be fun.
I would go.
We could do that.
Amazing. Okay, so he
Okay,
taught
tell
you-
us. Yeah, tell us.
I know
the
we gotta
story
have the
that
story.
has-
Oh, there was
Sorry,
no story. No, there was no story. That's what he used to do before he was an actor. And then but he's on a show at the moment on Apple TV called Sugar. And he's like a hitman, I think, because I've only watched 2 episodes of it and I'm still trying to kind of figure it out. But he is like, he goes out and he finds missing people or something. But his accent starts as like super Californian and then halfway through. He's full on Dublin. I'm like, there you are.
That's
there it is.
Yes.
You're like, you're back.
Yes.
Okay, so that's super.
He's mine. He would
All
be
right, so
mine.
he's yours. All right.
Wait, so how'd you meet him? And
In Albuquerque, he was shooting 7 Psychopaths, and him and his sister were actually staying in our hotel. And it was funny, we had a hairdresser in who used to travel with us, Lucy, and she was always thinking she met famous people, and she never did. And she was like, "Oh my God, you're not going to believe who I just met."
And you're like, well, we
"No,
don't
you
believe
didn't."
it because
So
you
she,
didn't.
yeah, she called me and she said, "Oh my God, Lisa, Colin Farrell's in the lobby." I was like, "Don't be ridiculous. He's absolutely not." And she went, "No, he is." And when I went downstairs, there he was.
You're like,
oh my God.
He's
like,
gorgeous.
"Hi, Lisa."
So you met him?
Handsome, yes, just briefly. We asked him to come to our show, but he didn't.
My Irish crush is Liam Neeson.
oh, I love him.
You should. He's very famous. Very famous. Yes, he's known for more than his acting.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I have completely missed the boat.
Do you know who he used to date?
Who?
Well, he was married to
Natasha?
Richardson, yeah. But he used to date Helen Mirren.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Yes, you do. The older lady.
Oh, yeah.
The
She's amazing.
beautiful
She
blonde.
looks freaking
she's
stunning.
fabulous. Helen,
yeah.
You do know Helen Mirren.
Like, I
You'll
actually
know
think
when
my
you see her.
husband has a little bit of a crush on her. 'cause
Everyone
she's
has
so
a bit of a crush
pretty.
on her.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So that's
He
what
did
he's
her.
known for?
No.
Oh, okay. So we're going to take this. We'll
That
take
we'll talk about it after.
Okay.
After,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
Yeah.
okay.
Yes,
I can't wait.
Yes.
All right, got it.
He's beautiful and a gorgeous man.
And who's
apparently.
who's the other guy? What's his name? He's another like badass guy like him. He did what's the one with I think Morgan Freeman is the president and like there's drones that are attacking and he's like nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Wait, is he the
Like
one
not
that
the
was
sky
in
is
the
falling, but
500?
like something is fallen or something.
Like, was he like the guy from 500?
I don't know. I say his name all the time now.
He's from
Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, I feel like because he was the one that came in and said he was like a Secret Service guy.
Yes.
Angel has fallen.
Angel has fallen.
Okay.
Oh, your man. Yes, the guy. The guy. Yeah. I know who you're talking about. That.
Oh, say
the
who it is.
Scottish guy.
Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler.
Oh,
He's my other crush.
Yeah.
Like Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
I can
Sorry,
see
Gerard
it. They're
Butler.
very similar.
No, he was in an Irish movie.
He was.
in the,
P.S. I Love You.
P.S. I Love You.
Yes,
That
yes.
was it.
Yeah, he was.
I do.
His
Oh
accent.
my God, the Scottish accent.
The
I know.
Scottish accent is lovely. Yeah, everybody loves.
So
the
it's
Scottish
really
accent.
different than Irish?
Yes, not that. Like I find it very hard now to distinguish between a Northern Irish accent and a Scottish accent. Sometimes they can be very, very similar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they can be very
Like a
similar.
man in a kilt is fabulous.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they don't wear anything underneath.
Mel Gibson.
Again, I say fabulous.
Mel Gibson in Braveheart.
I know. I
love that movie.
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
Such a
how
good
could you
movie.
just not be like, you just kind of feel it? Like you're ready to go.
Braveheart is fabulous.
Do Irishmen really walk around in kilts?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, I just think it's amazing. Like
Lisa's like, no.
Did the leprechauns really wear green?
Yes.
That's what I want to know.
I've never seen an Irish man in a kilt ever. It's more of a Scottish thing. There was there's some whole thing between Irish kilts and Scottish kilts. And when the boys used to Irish dance, they wore kilts. The boys wore kilts years and years ago. But I don't know. Like I've never fully understood the kilt thing because I don't know where it came from in Ireland. It was more of a Scottish thing.
Interesting.
But the kilt
I think
also
it's-
matches the family crest. Like there's
Yeah, it's
a
the
plaid
tartan.
for the for each family.
I just freaking love it.
Scotland's gorgeous.
I want to
Such
go
a
to the
nice place.
Highland Games.
Oh,
It's actually on my bucket list.
the Highland.
My bucket list is ridiculous.
That's really cool, though.
Oh, and I'm like Edinburgh. That is where I want to go.
Edinburgh is gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
Castle right in the
But
center.
Michael's always so afraid because he's like, absolutely not, because he won't ever come home.
Oh, you will. It's too cold. You'd be frozen.
Yeah.
And the rain and like
don't
your
wanna go
fake
anywhere
tan will have
super-
washed off so
Exactly.
quickly.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to give
Yeah,
up.
you won't stay.
I have to give up Scotland.
No, you
'cause I'm
won't
with
stay.
my spray tan.
No. You'll fit in with your spray tan because everybody there is spray tanned. But
They are?
Yeah. Ireland and England were all orange all the time.
Yeah, Gerard Butler. Gosh, I was just Googling him. He is
Oh.
really-
Gerard Butler.
All right, so Trisha's checked out for a hot second.
He hasn't done much lately, though, has he? He kind of looks like that guy who was injured. The guy who's in, the guy who had the snowplow.
Oh, that was horrible. Who was that?
I can't think of any names.
Entourage.
Yes,
Yeah.
can't think of any names
What was his
today.
name?
I don't
I
know.
like him a lot too. I can't believe Jeremy Renner.
Yes,
Yes, that was
yes.
what it was.
They kind of look alike.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Except
think
Jeremy
he's
Renner's
shorter.
short. Yeah. Jared Butler is very
so
tall.
short.
Yeah, Gerard
So
Butler.
is it me or you just used to go watch movies all the time and now it's like, I don't know the last time I've been to the movie theater to actually see something that was, it used to be like a whole thing.
These are
and
probably
now it's just
Barbie.
like,
Well, yeah,
nothing.
it was. I know, but now they've got those movie theaters where like you can like get beverages and food, and they have
Recline.
like it's just.
Yeah.
The last one I saw was Bob Marley. So that was really good. Yeah.
I think that's the thing that did with COVID though is like now because remember everything was released onto TV.
That's true. And now everybody just
And-
watches TV.
It's also so
Right.
expensive. I don't know how people bring their kids to the cinema. Like
It's ridiculous.
So expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna spend
Like if you get popcorn and a drink,
you're gonna
and
spend
like 4
over
tickets,
$100 over $100, and you're not even eating. Like,
yeah, you're not wrong.
or there's no wine.
It's a travesty.
I mean, I think it's just an injustice, so that we just stay home
And watch
and we
Netflix.
do DoorDash. And we have
Spend
our
$100 anyway.
Actually, you need to go say that they need to have happy hour at the movie theater.
Well, I mean, like I said, there are those. I mean, I've been to them and they're fantastic.
Yeah.
The food's actually fairly decent, but I mean, that's even well above $100
Oh, I'm
because
sure.
you've got beverages, they've got recliners.
Yeah.
I mean, but to be honest, like if I was going to do that, then I would just prefer to do it at home.
Yeah, I know.
And just watch the movie, get the food we want, have our beverages.
In your sweatpants and heels.
And I'm
your
in sweatpants and
flats.
heels and a messy bun and no makeup.
I do feel though going to the movie theater, I'm inclined to focus a little bit more on
That's
the
true.
movie. Whereas if I'm doing it at home, I'm on my
On
phone.
my phone, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I won't do that in the movie theater.
Multitask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I kind of have to focus if I'm at the.
Yeah, because you want to
Well,
be
we
on your
have a
phone.
rule that we can't be on our phones when we are watching TV or a movie.
Oh,
Oh, we don't.
I
have
would. whatever the punishment is, I would be shot.
Yeah, no. I mean, it really, because I mean, that was one of the things that Michael and I, because now, again, we're empty nesters, so there's that. But yeah, we would sit down to watch something, and either I would get on my phone because we don't have the same taste in movies at all. Yeah. So we have to, one of us picks one time, and then the other one picks one. But yeah, so we had to make a rule that when, I think it's 30 minutes after we both get home, basically when the store closes for me, if we're watching a movie, we go off our phones completely.
Very good. Smart.
We try to do that. Like when we go to bed, we watch like a Dateline or something. We try to be off our phones, but I always say I have an excuse. Okay, tonight I'm working. I just need to work tonight. So I do that way too much. But we try to stay off our phones when we watch a show. But I'm always the one that breaks that. But I usually am working.
It's nice though, when you do have a chance to do that, because you just you forget how much time and energy goes into, if you just start looking at your phone, right? Then all communication stops between you and whoever's in your house. So, I know. So it actually,
that's really good.
It's actually good to do that.
Do that one.
Yeah. I love it.
To me, it's crazy when you go to a restaurant and you just see there's a couple and they're just on their phone, almost the entire time, except for when they eat. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're not even communicating.
No, it makes me really sad, to be honest, because why are you spending the money then?
Exactly.
You're
enjoy it.
Yeah. And you're with that person for a reason, whether it's a friend or a partner or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a huge believer in you gotta go off the grid for a little bit.
That's why you talked about rewind and enjoy it. Yeah. I feel like a lot of us now me too. Sometimes you're so caught up in what's going on and what you have to do that you don't really take it all in.
Yeah.
I can hit pause any moment of my life right now. I'll be upside down or something in my just pause. I'll always be upside down.
I know.
It's not easy.
It's not, but it's worth it. It's worth getting back to how it used to be at times.
People are happier. Even research shows people are happier off social media, off of all those platforms.
You are. And it's just and it's so easy to just look for a second, and then it takes you in. Because that's the reason it's there. It starts leading you into all of these other things.
It's an addiction.
Yeah. It is. And,
I'm addicted.
Me too. I know. So that's what I told Michael. I'm always okay, the day that I don't care when you're on your phone is the day you should be worried.
Yeah.
Because I really, I love talking to him.
But it is something too, I think, because even when you're watching a TV show, a lot of times you're not talking, but it does feel like you're less present if one of you are on the phone. I think.
Well, 1,000%. You're not. And if you're watching a movie together, I know with because half the time when it's Michael's pick, I'm what is this about? Okay, so and he's such a history buff, and that's a lot of his movies. So I'm okay, so did this really happen? What was but so we can have that kind of communication, which I love. So, yeah.
I do rate how good a show though is by whether I take my phone up or not. So if a show is really good, I won't pick up my phone.
Right.
But if it's kind of mediocre, I'm
It's so funny. My husband is Ashley as far as his facial expressions. He can say so many things in his face. And it's so funny because when we go to turn on TV, that's when I want to start talking. So I can't, we'll start it, he'll be so excited to find a new Dateline. And I'll grab the remote and pause and say, I got to tell you this one thing. And then we start watching it again and grab the remote. Oh, yeah, and this. So it's so funny watching his face. I think of you because I get that look you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. So. What are you talking about? I can hide my expression. You have no idea what I'm thinking.
Yeah, not true.
It's so not true. No, I know. I tried so hard to be better about it because a lot of times my expressions are
don't change.
What the
Exactly.
Yeah. Nope. It's don't change. What makes you. I love it.
Yep. Right? Yeah. Give me, you know exactly what I'm thinking.
Yep. Correct.
First 3 seconds. Yeah.
Well, cheers to being present.
I know.
Yes.
And to happy mamas.
Yes.
And have it
and welcome
Yes. Yes. All around. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining the ladies of the Middle Ageish Podcast as they journey through the ups and downs of this not young, but definitely not old season of life. To hear past episodes or make suggestions for future episodes, visit www.middleageish.com. That's www.middleageish.com. You can follow along on social media at Middle Ageish. Also, if you have a moment to leave a review, rate, and subscribe, that helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you in the next episode of the Middle Ageish Podcast.